Ọ̀túnba.
Du choix de combo. Du choix de combo.
You got to buy them. I never been on before.
Please kindly mute yourself. If you unmute yourself again, I'll remove you from the class. You will have to go and join on YouTube. Thank you.
Position different.
I'm saying you're calling me like this. Hey, now, Oma, for like this.
Gift Peters, kindly mute yourself.
Not to be too drastic.
Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to class. Thank you so much for joining me on this session. Please just give me some few seconds. Give me some few seconds. I want to believe you can all hear me. Please, if you can hear me, kindly drop it in the comment section. Can you all hear me, please? Okay, good, good, good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for joining this live session. Let me check those on YouTube to know that they can also hear me. YouTube people, can you hear me, please? YouTube people, can you hear me, please? Please, if I don't ask you to unmute yourself, for those of you on Zoom, please don't unmute yourself, please. It is only the trainer that is permitted to unmute himself, and I will let him know. So please just hold on a bit. I am trying to get, our trainer is joining us very soon. I did something that I'm unable to get myself out of it now. So, but then I will get myself out of it. Please, I'm trying to wait for our trainer to join us. He's coming in very soon. So I'm just waiting for him. So, but then while we wait for him, let me just prep us. Let me just prep some of us. So, once more, thank you so much for joining this live session. For the sake of those that are just meeting me for the first time, my name is Vincent Ayobami Olukoya. I am the provost of Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy. I am not the only one running this academy, because as time goes on, you see me bring more people here, more people to come here to also come and talk to us, just like I am doing, or let me use the word, just like we are doing tonight. So the goal is to equip us as fashion business owner, equip us to becoming a better version of ourselves. It is not enough for us to just know how to sew. There are some other basic things that we should know how to also do, and it has a lot to do with the business of fashion that a lot of us are really missing out from. There are a lot of opportunities out there, but because we are not really positioned, we did not position ourselves enough for all these opportunities to come to us. Because of that, we miss out on a lot of things. So in order for us not to be missing out of some of these things, that is why I am bringing up some of these trainings that we are having now. Now, these trainings, I can tell you for a fact, they are not cheap. That's just the truth. These trainings, they are not cheap. They are something. I'm trying to also invite more people to join us. That is why it seems I am looking down. Now, like I was trying to say, these trainings, they are not cheap. They are things that you spend your time to be part of this particular class. So you can know that, no, this thing is not beans, it's not awasa, it is not cheap. So for you to be able to really get the best out of this particular class, please, I want you to focus your attention more on this class. Now, you see me pressing my phone. I am not joking. I'm also trying to get more people to join us on this live session. That is why you can see me pressing my phone. And I also want our trainer to join us on this live session now. So let me reach out to him because I don't want us to take too much of our time, as some of us, we are preparing for work tomorrow, preparing our children for school against tomorrow. So we should all just get prepared. Please, once you join the live session, kindly mute yourself. I don't like all these distractions that we are having up and down. So let me just reach out to him. We'll be doing more of the talking. I am just the moderator. I'm just the host. He will be doing more of the talking for us, with us rather. So, okay, he's almost ready. We all know the situation of things in Nigeria. Generator is our main source of electricity, while the national grid is more or less like a supplement for us now. Something that is supposed to be our main source of power is now our supplement now. The Lord is our strength. So that is what he's trying to prepare for. He had a little issue with power, so he had to quickly sort it out for him to join us now. So that is why he's a bit late. So if you are on YouTube, please let me know on YouTube if you can hear me clearly. And for those of you on Zoom, what are your expectations for this session? Please let me know. You can raise up your hand. I will call you so that you can, one of the things I am teaching you on this platform is I'm teaching you to know how to really express yourself, to know how to really talk to people, not all the time you should just be keeping quiet. Rather, I want you all to be able to really talk. So what are your expectations? If you are on this live session, kindly raise up your hand. I will call you. What are your expectations for from this particular session that we are having? Please don't just keep quiet. Raise up your hand. I will call you. Okay, Oluwafifehan Osimi, kindly unmute yourself and you can speak.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much, Otumba, for this class. Actually,
You're
it has
welcome.
been something for me to understand when it comes to grants. I actually want to, get more information about this grants on its own. Like, I just want to have that clear understanding about how to get a grant, because grant, of course, is a free money. So that's my expectation tonight. I want to have a good knowledge about grants, and of course, it should be able to help me to start my own process too. So that's my expectation, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your expectations. Just like I said in the academy, one of our goals this year is for us to win grants. Now, when we talk about winning grants, it is not a must that it must be money. Some of those grants can be capacity development, and the likes. It could be one of the things that you are going to have access to. Like some people, I shared some information with some of us on the platform, especially for those that has been in the class since December. I've been sharing opportunities with us at the academy, and you can see that opportunities are really coming in. Please, who is this? Oh, God. This is... Okay. You can see that opportunities are really coming in. Some people just attended a program for women in business. They just finished a particular training, and there is a masterclass that is also coming up very soon. And it is also free. It is also part of grants, because if you are to pay for this particular training, you know how much it will cost you to attend these trainings. So if you have the opportunity of being selected for some training, capacity development training, I can guarantee you that it is also part of grants. So your grant shouldn't just be about it is only money. No, some years ago, I think I've won one of the person that we are bringing on board to also come and train us this evening. He also won a scholarship. We both won a scholarship. I think that was in 2019 with Faith Foundation. Faith Foundation in collaboration with Facebook Nigeria, we got a grant to a scholarship to learn how to also build our business, entrepreneurship. I can tell you point blank that training actually made me who I am today. The knowledge from that training, helped me to now stand well. I was able to really, okay, this is what I am doing in my business that is not right. This is what I should really work on. The training really helped me. So most times when you are talking of grant, it is not only money alone. Now, the training that you got from either the scholarship or the grant, the training will help you to be able to really build your business and you make more money. I was posting on my WhatsApp status earlier this afternoon. I said, when everybody were complaining about the lockdown, I think in 2020, I wasn't really complaining about the lockdown. And the reason is because when people were saying lockdown, I was seeing opportunity. The kind of money I made in January, I think 2020 alone, I can tell you for a fact that I have never made that kind of money before. But because I saw opportunities, and I was able to see the opportunities based on the lesson that I got from Faith Foundation, I can tell you that when there is scarcity, money is flowing. Pardon me that I am yawning. I've actually been very busy since morning, so I look tired. But then this training is a must for me, and that is why it seems like I am yawning. Don't worry. Please, who is this now? Don't unmute yourself again. So those are just some of the things that you should please get used to. Then another person wants to say something. Rosemary. Rosemary, please unmute yourself and speak. And if you can turn on your video, please do let me know.
Okay.
Rosemary, you are in a noisy area. You are in a noisy area, please.
Okay, hold on. Just give me some time.
Yes, please do.
Off the radio. Off the radio. Okay. Good evening, Otumba.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, sorry for the noise. Okay, my expectation this evening. Good evening, everybody. Sorry.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, my expectation this evening is quite large. I've been hearing about Elumelu Foundation. I've been seeing applications online about scholarship, about entrepreneurship training and all that. But I've never had an opportunity on how to get access to all those things. Just like the first person asked again, that her expectation is to know how to get access to grants. Okay, I've been to a place where I can say that a lot of people discussed about how they were able to get grants. That was a pointer that boosts their businesses. The grants, just like you said, the grants can come in form of monetary. It can come in
form of knowledge.
Okay, so, or knowledge. So I really want to know more about this grant and how to go about it.
Tony Elumelu Foundation is one of my targets this year. And I pray by the end of this class, I'll be able to achieve that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Mercy Abalaka, please unmute yourself and speak. I think our trainer will soon join us now.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry,
Good evening, now.
my voice is a bit cracky.
Please, you
Yes,
can
I
go
want
ahead now.
to. I just want to make a confession. I say they give me mind where I don't know say I get before. This grant of it, this Tony Elumelu, I think about 4 years ago, the link was sent to me. I forwarded it to my friend. And today she's into palm oil business because of that grant that was given to her. I refused to fill it because I felt, I beg, this one's now no man, neither they give grant to. I beg, any link they forward to me for grant, I don't used to click on it because I feel, how do I meet up? How do I even go about it? I'm not worthy to be part of the people that they will pick for the grant, like that. Even this chicane with ICT, I belong to a group of women in fashion technology. They posted that link since last year. I refused to click on it. It was when I came to your place that, and I saw you posted it and you said that everybody should do. And I went back and I said, is this not the same link they posted for some time? And I refused to click. Do you know that I clicked the link? I was accepted into the training. I clicked on another link in that Women in Fashion Technology. I was accepted into the training again. I said, is this how this thing work? So it's just like being in fashion entrepreneur, fashion academy has made me to just start developing the kind of mind that usually I feel I'm afraid to even look for those kind of opportunity for myself or my business. Thank you so much, sir. So I'm expecting that this night my mind will be open to accept more information about grants and Tony Elumelu Foundation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. You see, when House of Rocher won the grants that we won some years ago, with the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, when we applied for it, in all fairness, I did not actually write myself out. No, I did not. But then I was like, okay, let's see what will happen. I applied for it. I was surprised when I got an email from them. I was like, oh, that's what this thing be. That was how I had to buckle up. Guess what? These people came to come and they came all the way from Lagos to Akure to come and inspect my office. Guess where I was working from? From one of my rooms. So, should I tell you that I got my grant? In fact, the Faith Foundation scholarship that I got, I was working in my sitting room. So some of you that you have a workspace and you are not making good use of it, sometimes I just look at you. I will just be laughing at you that you don't know what you're doing. Some of you are just particular about the money you want to use to eat. Yes, I understand that is the level some people are, but please grow up from that place. So like I was trying to say, they came to come and inspect my office. They saw my room. I dedicated a whole room for sewing. A whole room for sewing. But while working there, I made sure that everything, my business was registered. I have a business account. I trademark my business, my logo. I have all my packaging, my branding material, everything. They were intact while working from the room. So when I see people saying that I am just starting, listen, I have registered Rocher Media. See, all the businesses that I have done, some of them have failed. I made sure I registered them. I was doing them the right way. Why? I was preparing for opportunities. Let me leave all this for another time. Our trainer is currently here. Our trainer is here now. So I will bring our trainer up now so that he can, I just made him a co-admin now. So Mr. Akim Kuranga, please, you are welcome. Kindly, you can please turn on your video and unmute yourself so that you can continue from where I stopped. I don't intend to take your time, sir. So I see it as a great privilege to have you here. Please introduce yourself, sir. Kindly
Yeah.
introduce yourself. Me, I know you, but then please introduce yourself. Is up? Thank you so much, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Vincent Rocher, Taylor, Baba Taylor. He always tell you that I'm not a fashion designer. I'm Taylor ni mí o. A fashion designer now for class people. But I'm a tailor. So good
Yes,
evening,
sir.
everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Vincent, sir. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Sorry about the bad background. The kids are in the room playing and every other thing.
It's okay,
Yeah, my
sir. It's
name is
okay, sir.
Hakeem Kuranga, and I am from Kwara State. I run Abijoke Farms, which is my first business. And I'm also the owner of Ark Bakery and Confectionery. Abijoke Farms is an agricultural business. We are into farming, leafy vegetables, maize, cassava, and Ark Bakery and Confectionaries. We are into making of confections, bread specifically, and all snacks. So I really appreciate you all for attending this program tonight. I'm a 2016 Elumelu entrepreneurship alumni, and I had someone saying something the other time, saying, no, let me just leave it at that. Introduction for now. Introduction. I'm done with the introduction, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. You see, that your introduction is very brief. Well, we know say that that your introduction supposed long past, a whole full scap sheet. But then I appreciate the fact that you are trying to be. I know everything are code. You just a code arm. He's also a politician. No? Hey, you can see what Talita said. Humility introduction. Say some people where they here, where Sabi you also did. So once more, thank you so much for coming around. We really appreciate your availability here. So now the set of people that you are relating with at the moment, we are all majority of us are in the fashion space, though there are some people that are also watching us on YouTube that are not in the fashion space. Now, this whole idea of getting grants has always been a big deal for a lot of people. You see people say things like, grant, yeah, it is man no man. It is people that knows people. No, I was having a conversation with someone. She works with what's the name of this agric agency? AMTI. She works with AMTI. So she was telling me that they had some external, people that came all the way from the north. They were like people in the south, because I'm going to refer Kwara State, I'm going to refer some of us here, I'm going to refer us as being in the southwest and the likes. He said people in the southwest that they don't apply for all those government intervention program. And not only government alone, even the private intervention program, that they don't apply for it. That if you go to the north, these people they are always applying for it. That these people in the north, they don't get crash information. They try as much as possible to share information with others. And the person was actually correct. And ever since this person said this thing, I had to make sure that if I have access to any information, there are some people that I know. These people, they have access to quality and confirmed information. Guess what? They keep it to themselves alone. They don't share it with people. The UNIDO grant that we got in 2021, I know of about 4 people that I shared it with that also got it. Assuming I kept it to myself alone, it would just be like, Otuma, you are the only one keeping all this information to yourself alone. But then I had to make sure that I share all this information with people. And that is the same thing that we are trying to do at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy. Any information that we have access to, we want to share it with people in the community so that they can also learn from it. And, the major thing is implementation. Some of you here, you will come tonight, you decide that, okay, you want to learn this, you want to learn that, blah, 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 and the like. But implementation is always the problem. So now, Mr. Akim, we want you, we know you are an alumni of Tony Elumelu Foundation. You got a grant in 2016, and, you were also a mentor last year for, Tony Elumelu mentor as well. You were a mentor last year, and, I think about 2 or 3 of your mentees also got funded last year. If I'm right?
Yes, yes.
So now we understand how, this can be. So we just want you to put us through this form. Now, we won't be filling the form physically here, but then we know you already have the forms with you, the questions with you, so you just throw more light to the question. You have smart and intelligent people that are listening to you. So Mr. Akim, I'm going to mute my mic so that you can take over from where I stop and do justice to what you know how to do best. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yes, you made mention of something. We're talking about man no man. Yes, it is typical of Nigerians for us to, if we are not having an opportunity and we see others having it, it's always very typical of Nigerians to say, "Na man no man, Joe. I don't know anybody. I can't get it." Yes, but there's no point, or there's no harm in trying, especially if you are not going to spend one kobo trying. So there's no harm in trying. I overheard one lady saying it when I came in. I've been in class for for a few minutes before I was introduced. So I've heard one lady saying it that she has heard of the Elumelu Foundation for a very long time, but she's always of the opinion that it is man no man. No, it's not so. So the Elumelu Foundation is a private organization. It's government. It's not a kind of organization that politicians will hijack, or I know one senator Rafiu, I know one senator Agbari Duma, I know one. No, if you like, no President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If your application is not solid and not properly reviewed, you won't get anything from Tony Elumelu Foundation. And that's why even every year, the chairman, who is Tony Elumelu himself, always say he's not even involved a bit in the application process because they have a team. So first of all, let's first remove that mindset that it is man no man. When I applied in 2016, I applied as an idea. I didn't have a business. I've not even started any business of my own in that 2016 when I applied for the Tony Foundation grant. So I applied as an idea without a business certificate, without a business account, just my idea and my ID card. Finished. So I applied as an idea that I'm going to have a poultry farm, and the way I'm going to be caging my egg is not the normal 30 crates that we are seeing. And I gave reasons because some people will buy 30 crates, 30 eggs in a crate, you put it at home, it will fall. Like a bachelor living in the house, maybe consuming an egg, eating egg in his house maybe once in a week, and getting a crate of egg in his house. By the time he eats like 2 this week, maybe the following week 2, how many weeks is he going to eat 30 eggs for? So I now came up with the idea that I'm going to create customized crates of 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like that. So that was just the basic idea that I used to apply then, and I got grants. So there's no long talk. I've been a mentor in Tony Elumelu Foundation since 2018. After inducting me as an alumni, I became mentors from 2018. And last year was the first year that I got that I got 100% record that all my mentees got the seed capital. It was last year. There were 5 of them. So the 5 of them got the seed capital. So
This, me
and
sef,
I hope
I don't become your mentee. Oh.
no problem, sir. You are welcome. So, and I hope that after today's class, that we are all going to go home with something very tangible and we'll put in our application. Then I would like to also volunteer, Mr. Vincent. I would also like to volunteer to assist your students in fine-tuning
Yes,
their
sir.
application
Thank you so
when they are
much. Thank
ready.
you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Wow.
Before they submit, finally, they will be asked to review. So during that review stage, I can help to check their application and see if there's any place for us to fine tune. So the Tony Elumelu Foundation is a foundation that has been in existence since 2015, and the aim was the aim is to empower 1,000 entrepreneurs, African entrepreneurs, for 1 year. So that they are going to do it. They started in 2015 and they are going to end in 2025. They said it's going to run for 10 years. So this 2025 is the last year that the Tony Elumelu Foundation will be running. This is the 10th year. So because his vision then was to have empowered 10,000 African entrepreneurs in 10 years. That's 1,000 per year. And because of the impact that this program has had, the founder might be interested in adding an additional year or some years to his vision. Because whether I like it or not, the Elumelu Foundation entrepreneurs have been all around the place in Africa. So now let me first of all lay some fears. Let me first of all remove some fears from us. Yes, this entrepreneurship program is empowering African entrepreneurs, not just Nigerians. So you are applying as someone or other African countries are also applying. So each year, 1,000 entrepreneurs selected, only 1,000. And yearly, we usually have more than 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 applications. So out of 200,000 applications, just 1,000 will make it to the seed capital stage. This should not be a discouragement. When I applied in 2016, it was 163,580 people that applied. 163,580 people that applied that year. So ever since then, the application rate has been going crazy, has been surging every year. But you don't get discouraged. I still know 2 people personally last year that I know personally in Kwara State. One is in Kwara State and one is in Kogi. They got the seed capital. So don't be afraid. We are going to do it in a way that is not going to cause an issue when you are applying. So now, the only thing you just need to get ready is your business certificate and your ID card, government issued ID card. Business certificate and your government issued ID card. Your government ID card has to be carrying your date of birth. So you are either using your national ID, your what's it called, international code, or you print this plastic national ID card that has date of birth, because you want to be comparing the date of birth on the ID card to the one you filled on the form. So you'll be asked so many personal questions, your phone number, your email, your blah blah blah, social media, what's it called, your social media, what's it called, Andrews and so on. Don't provide fake details. Provide the details that will be reachable anytime, any day. There's a reason for that. We'll talk about that later. Now, there are some essay parts in the application process. These essay parts are scored. Each of them has their own mark. They are scored basically by reviewers, because there are some reviewers that will review your application. So these are the people that will now mark. They will now score your application and there's nothing like maybe this one is more. This is your score that will determine like, let's say if 100 people register for something now, and then one person got 90. The person that got 90 has the highest. That person is definitely go to the first position. Another person got 88. The person will be in the second position. So that's how they do it. It is your score that will be used in ranking your progress to the next stage. At every stage of the application process, if you scale the application process and you the next phase too has its own score. When you meet your score, to progress to the next stage. Like that, like that. There is no magu magu, there is no guru. It is what you get that will take you to the next stage. So all these applications are reviewed by some set of people who are also human beings like us. Mr. Vincent can also be among the reviewers. I will not know. He will just be here that normal Mr. Vincent, normal Rocher, Taylor. You might be among those reviewing the application. You will know. And Mr. Vincent does not know somebody that is getting Ojekere Esther. And me, I might be among the so nobody knows anybody. It is what you put that you get. That's what is the truth. And there's nothing like being perfect. That's one mistake that many people make. They will say, oh, this thing has to be perfect. No, it doesn't have to be perfect. Those that are scoring it, they are not angels. They are human beings. They have feelings too, and they are business owners, so they know what it takes. So let me just put us through the essay phases. That's the how to answer some of these points, how to put up a very good application that when the reviewer is looking at it, you know that yes, easy. And thank God that all of us here in this Zoom, we are fashion enthusiasts. So I'm going to be towing the fashion line for my explanation so that it will be easier for us. Because I don't want to personalize it. If I want to personalize it now, I'll start using bread as an example. But let me use bread out of it. It's fashion. We know fashion small now. Even though we are not tailor, we know fashion.
Yeah, not that.
So
That
now,
one self good.
So now, and each of these questions have maximum words. Please do ensure that you do not surpass the maximum words even by just one word. If they ask you a question and they say it is 50 words max, you should answer 51. If you answer 51, you have lost the whole of that session. I don't know if that's I'm an opportunity to get close to one of the reviewers. I met him at one of the conference in 2020. So he was explaining these things to me that many people are just some people will just apply. They won't even review their work because once they put it on the system and they see that it's more than the max amount of words, they will just keep your application because there are many people on the queue. So why wasting time on someone that is not following the rules? So very important. If they say 50 words maximum, even if they say 50 words maximum, even if it is just 10 words that you can put, and those 10 words you are convinced that the 10 words is okay, it's okay. It's not necessary that you have to exhaust your 50 words. It's not necessary that you exhaust your 50 words or you exhaust your 100 words or you exhaust your 200 words. They might ask you some questions, 200 words maximum. The reason why they are saying 200 words maximum is because they are trying to give you a space to flex your muscle. But if you now see that you have flexed your muscle up to 120 words, then leave the remaining 80 now. Is it compulsory to complete the 200? No, it's not. Because when you are trying to complete the 200, you might just end up entering 201, 202, 203. So you've lost that application, that section like that. So now the first thing after putting all your information, after putting your information, your details of personal information, your next of kin information, the first thing that will be asked is to introduce yourself. That you tell us, they will say, tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself. And that one is just is like a foundation to the whole of your application. That's just the truth. Because it is this is the way it works. If you are telling me about yourself, you'll be telling me what to do. So if you know what to do, the next line you have to continue from what you do to answer it. I'm going to explain that. Now they will ask you to tell us about yourself. That one you just have to just your personal biography, just a little, just briefly, and then what led you to become an entrepreneur. Now let me use myself as an example. My name is Akin. I have passion for fashion, and I have passion for entrepreneurship. What actually led me to being an entrepreneur was my mom is a fashion designer, or my mom is a tailor, and she has a small shop. Then along the line, I started having passion for tailoring, and she started teaching me some of these things. So when I got to school, university, when I was in 200 level, I was not able to up with payment of school fees. So instead of me going about to beg, so I decided to just go around to pick clothes, pieces of clothes from tailor shops. Then I made dusters from it. I supplied it to schools, got money from it. So this encouraged me to start doing that, to start doing so many things. So this was how I became an entrepreneur. You can become an entrepreneur from frying akara. Say, oh, I was frying akara because there was no job, so I decided to just buy one gas cooker, started to fry akara for people in the environment. But before I knew it, it became something that I couldn't meet up demand. Then I started sourcing for more space. Then that's how I became an entrepreneur. They just want to know how you became an entrepreneur or what led you to becoming an entrepreneur. That's just what that one is basically saying. Now, the next one, they will say, tell us about your leadership skills and experience. This one is just like continuation of where you stopped in the introduction. You have already told us that you are a fashion designer. And you've told us what led you to become an entrepreneur. So now, what leadership skills do you have running that business? And what experience do you have running that business? You just tell them the kind of leadership skills you have. Oh, when the tailoring business that I'm doing, I got the experience from learning from my mother. Then later, I decided to upgrade my skills. Then I started doing internship for different fashion schools, and that's how I got the experience and things like that. Then you have to tell us about your leadership skills. If you have people that are working under you, how do you manage them? This one, I think is that like 100 or 150 words maximum. So you have a lot of room to express yourself. So that's it. So still under that section, there are 4 questions under that section. The other is your introduction as yourself and your business wise. They will now ask you, what problem does your product or service solve? We've talked about yourself. I wanted you to become an entrepreneur. You've made us know the experience you have in running that business and the leadership skills you have. Now, what problem does your product or services solve? That one is just basically like telling them how your business stand out or what kind of problem your business solve. For example, you're a fashion designer or you're a fashion enthusiast. We know that fashion designers, normally, some of them eat chew more than what they can eat. I mean, why would I put it? Festive period, they are always falling into trouble with customers. Customers start
Co-
running helter skelter and pursuing this fashion design up and down.
collecting fabric they can't finish.
You are collecting work that you can't finish. So you are providing a service. So one of the things that make your service to stand out is what they want to know here. They are many fashion entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Many, in fact, almost countless. So how is your own? What problem is your own solving in the fashion industry? That's what we just want to know. Oh, yes, one of the problems we're solving is we 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 don't want customers to be chasing us during festive period. So what we do is when we collect what we can't do, then we transfer. We have other partners that we can also outsource these things from. Just something that makes your business stand out as a fashion enthusiast. Then they will now ask you one question. That question it's not even a question. They'll just say, wow, 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 wow us. When they say wow, when someone would say wow me, that's say something that I'm going to say, yeah, something that will catch my attention and say, wow, wow, wow. Let me give you an example. Let me please permit me to be fashion for now. Let me give you an example. One lady got this grant in 2023. When she came up, when she walked up to me, she said she's into this business of selling food, this local booker selling food. So, and I said, oh, what if we now say you are selling the food, people are coming to buy from you? Okay, what if you are now taking the food to them? What if you are taking the food to them instead of them coming to you? So let's just say, and I did like, oh, you have a cart, a very big cart. You arrange your cart with different food stores. You put a very big umbrella, and then you have different locations. You have like 4 different carts. They have different locations, and then you brand your carts. You brand it, not just ordinary, just card. You brand your card so people know that this person that's coming, this is the person coming. So we now named it house to street, house to street food vendor. So she's taking it from the house and then taking it to the street to sell food for people. So instead of her to sit down and making people to come, if people see you pushing carts and they see that beautiful cart attractive, someone that is not hungry will be hungry. We say, come, let us buy. So what with that, you have been able to attract more customers, you're able to get more customers. That's and at the same time getting more revenue. So when we're arranging our wow house, we now under that wow house, we ask you to name 3 things that makes your business to stand out. So under that wow house, the first thing that made the business to stand out that we listed was that we are going to make people hungry by force. Because you will not see a fine girl pushing a cart, a very beautiful cart, and a very beautiful lady pushing a cart, and you say you will not be hungry. You understand what I'm trying to say? Then another thing is that what's it called? The place that she's staying is an open place, and so she has an opportunity to have different locations in that city or different locations. So she's getting more revenue. So that's the second one. Then the third one is all about branding. That's the branding of the card alone. So those 3 things were the things that worked on under wow. Believe you me, she got the grant. Food vendor pushing card to sell food. She got the grant. I think the money then was about 4.8 million then. 2003 to 2023. I think 4.8 or 5 million. I can't remember. So she got that grant. She's now a big woman now. She's no more pushing cards again. She started with pushing cards to get the seed application. And after getting the seed application, she stopped pushing cards. She now has a big restaurant, 2 restaurants for that matter. So forget about what you are doing now. If you think what you are doing now is something that is dirty, it is even to your own advantage. It is a strength for you. It is a strength for you. If you have just a single room, it is a strength for you. So that's just it. Under that, that's for that first part. So I don't know if there's any question before I continue. At least if there's any question before I continue to the next
Okay,
part.
please, do we have any question? Please don't just start talking. If you have any question, raise up your hand. I will call you. Okay, I already have someone raise up her hand. Neka Rebecca. Okay, Amaka Rebecca, please kindly unmute yourself and speak. Kindly unmute yourself and speak. Thank you. Then followed by Grace Opako.
Hello, good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Can you
Good
hear
evening.
me,
Please
sir?
go ahead.
I can hear you.
Okay. What I wanted to ask, sir, is what if the person is not, because I heard you talk about maybe dropped out from school. What if the person is not educated? One. Secondly is, what if I don't have that capacity at hand, that my business place is not big? Can the person still apply? But maybe I don't have capacity, but in me, I know that I have a big dream for myself. So can the person still apply? That's what I wanted to ask. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Any other
Sir.
person? Yes. Any other person?
We actually have okay, Grace Opako, please unmute yourself and speak. Grace.
Please let's make it snappy so that we cover the rest of it.
Okay, good evening, Otomba. Good evening, Mr. Hakim.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, yes, sir. My question is, thank you so much for this enlightenment and eye-opening information. So my question is, because I've tried to apply before, I think, I am trying to recall when exactly. But like, what if your business is an idea? Like, okay, let me just give an example. Like personally, yes, I sew. But when I was to apply, then I wanted to use my business recycling idea as in as the recycling part of it to apply. Yes, to apply. So is it okay? Or must the business be one that has already been existing? That's my question.
Any last question before we? So I'll just take everything once.
We have another person. Let
So I'll
me
take everything.
okay, Alero.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Alero.
Yeah, good evening.
My question is, before now, part of the form or part of the criteria for application is that
I can't hear you.
We can hardly hear you, ma.
let me off my.
I can't
Hello,
hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you clearly now.
Okay, sorry, it was because I'm listening from another device. Okay, before now, I remember that part of the criteria for applying is that your business cannot be less or more than 3 to 4 years old. So I want to ask if it has changed.
Okay, Mr.
Hello.
Hakim, I think he has gotten your question.
I've gotten the question.
Okay, the last person, please, Rosemary. Rosemary has been raising up her hand, and I know her hand must be paining her by now. So, Rosemary, please kindly unmute yourself and speak.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hakim, for this eye-opener. So my question is concerning our information. just like you said in the beginning of the class, that the information we give have to be verified using our ID card and every other areas, our certificates for business certificate. So my question is, when they ask, but because of the area, the way our
We can't hear you again, Rosemary. We can't hear you again, please. Mr. Akim, please.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Okay, we can hear you now. Your line is kind of, I think you should go to a place where the reception is very okay.
It seems a call is disturbing our network. A call is
I think
our phone.
I think a call is disturbing her. Mr. Akim, please kindly proceed.
She should hold on. She can ask later. She can ask later. So let me start from the last person up to the first person, because I think three of them asked similar questions. Of them, yes. The last person said, before now. You said it authoritatively, as if you are the one that wrote the application. There is nothing that says, they only said your business should have been existing between 3 to 5 years. They did not say it is a must. They are to say, if you have a business, that business must have been in existence 3 to 5 years. And let me tell you the reason why. The reason is because they expect that when you are running a business for 3 years, you should have been okay to now need a seed capital to grow that business. So now, if you read the instructions very well, they tell you that an idea is welcome. When I was beginning this class, I said I applied as an idea. I don't know if you can remember. I said so. I said this categorically that I applied as an idea. I didn't have a business. I didn't even have not. It was Tony Elumelu made me registered my first business, which is Abitoke Farms. It was the Tony Elumelu Foundation program, because it was when my idea was selected that I was asked to proceed to the next stage. After getting to the next stage, I was now asked to register my business, get a tax ID number, and that's it. But if you're registering with an idea, registering with an idea, that idea has to be fab. You cannot come now and tell me now that you have a business idea, and I say, what's your business idea? I tell me your business idea is that you want to start sewing clothes. Is that an idea? People are already sewing clothes already now. People are sewing clothes. So that's where people are getting it wrong. That's why people are getting it wrong. They will say, they tell you that we will consider an idea if that idea is hard. Now, let me give you an example. Someone with an idea and said he wants to be baking bread. He doesn't want to be using the conventional flour that they are using. He wants to be using cassava flour because of health issues. And then he's not going to be using sugar. He's going to be using honey. Honey will be the natural sweetener. You can see that that's an idea, because many people bake bread. We have a lot of bakeries in Nigeria, but how many of them are actually using honey? How many of them are actually using natural sweetener? So you see that that's an idea. Somebody came with an idea in 2021. He said he wants to be producing toothpick. You know, with the toothpick producing machine in Nigeria, they import toothpick. But this person now said, instead of importing toothpick to Nigeria, he's going to be doing toothpick. So that's an idea. But if I'm not asking you that, what idea do you have? You're not saying the idea I have is that I want to be sewing handmade bags. Handmade bags are there. A lot of people are doing handmade bags. You understand? So, but if you're not coming and telling me what I have not had before, or something that people are not into it too much, and those that are even into it, they've not even entered the market. So that's it. Let me think of one idea in fashion industry. Let me see. Mr. Vincent, is there anything that they use this all these what's it called? All these pieces of cloth. Is there anything that they use it to do?
Yes. Some people actually use it to make patches. Some people use it to do earrings. They use it to do headwear. Those are some of the ideas that some people use it to make. Now, some people even use it to make pillowcase. They make pillowcase, they distribute it and give it out as CSR to maybe hospital. Someone asked the Grace. She said that's the recycling I was talking about.
Mhm.
Someone talked about it.
Yes.
It's recycling.
So that is it. Recycling is recycling is an idea that has not been tapped into too much. Many people are not into recycling. So if it is recycling, work on something that is bankable, work on something that when you talk about it, people will say, yes, it's an idea. So that's just it. So if you don't have a business certificate, you can still apply. It's not compulsory that you must have a registered business. If you are coming to tell me that your business is an idea, will I expect you to have had a business certificate? Because you are still grooming the idea. You've not actually started it. So there's no point in saying you have a business certificate if your business is an idea stage. But if you are coming with an idea, you have to come with a very solid idea, a very solid one that is going to be sustainable in the long run. So let's continue. So after that stage, they will now come down to developmental stage. That's what you just finished talking about. So they will ask you, in what stage is your business in? Is it in the idea stage? Is it in the infancy stage or a startup? Is it in the growth stage? So you don't have to pick the one that is applicable to your business. If it is a startup, you pick startup. If it's an idea, you pick start. You pick an idea. They ask you if your business is operational. Can you see? They put a room there. They will say if your business is operational. So if you say no, then you don't need to upload your business certificate. But if you say your business is operational, you have to prove that business is operational. How do you prove? By tendering your business certificate. I think at this point in time, I don't expect a Nigerian graduate to be running a business without registering that business. I don't think it's proper. It's not proper to be running a business and you've not registered your business. I don't think it's something at all. So if you are telling us that your business is operational, you have to provide your evidence. Or if it is not operational, then there is no need to upload your passport. So that's just it. They talk about the industry that your business belongs to, fashion industry, fashion is there. So now they will now ask you what sustainable developmental goals does your business align with. The options are there. You pick the ones that your business are. So let's move to another part of where you are going to be required to write essay, which is the market potential. Market potential, very important. They want to know if you know your market very well. They want to know if you know your market very well. As a fashion enthusiast, you are into recycling. You are using pieces of cloth to make different kind of edges, earrings, like Mr. Vincent said. So what is your market potential? What is your addressable market? What is your addressable market? You need to talk about how you are going to be providing. Is it a business to business or business to customer? That's just what they want to know in that regard. Your addressable market. Now they will now they will now go ahead say after I must have told them about your addressable market, they will now ask you your revenue model. Your revenue model. How do you intend to generate revenue for the business? Some businesses have 3 or 4 ways to generate revenue. Some businesses have just only one way to generate revenue. So if your business is the kind of one that has just one way of generating revenue, there's no problem as far as that one way is bringing a lot of money. There are some businesses that one way of generating revenue is even more than some businesses that are having 2 ways of generating revenue. As a fashion enthusiast now, gone are those days when a tailor will sew a cloth and then will now take the pieces and go and throw it in the dustbin. Gone are those days. I will pack my things in the bag and sell it to people that are recycling. So that's one way of generating revenue. You just want to understand if you know how to generate revenue. There are other ways you can generate by providing services. Like I decide to say, okay, well, I want to be doing consulting for other tailors. That's another way to generate revenue for my business. Those are the things that you get us to do. Then your marketing strategy to see under market potential. What strategies are you using? Will you be using to market your product or services? As a tailor now, I can say, oh, for every 5 customers that I am bringing for my business, I'll be giving you 20% of whatever I get from them. That's the market strategy. If I help this guy to get 5 customers, 20%, it's a lot of money. If it is by word of mouth, if it is by getting customer database, sending messages to them, just explain. These ones they don't require more, just 50 words maximum. So then you will be asked to name your competitors, your top 3 competitors. If I'm a fashion designer now and I'm in Akure, I will now say, oh, one of my competitors is Rocher Fashion Hub. Is one of my competitors. The reason why they are asking you to name your competitors is because later on in the application process, they will be asking you differentiating factor. Differentiating factor is what actually differentiates you from the competitor. Oh, yes, I have my own business hub, which is Akin Fashion Hub. One of my competitors is Rocher Fashion Hub. At Rocher Fashion Hub, his own is all his staff are male staff. He doesn't have it. He don't have his female staff there. But me, I'll be bringing in female staff to attract customers. I'll be bringing female staff well dressed to attract customers, and then my staff will be well paid, or my staffs will be well experienced staffs. So these are the things that you just bring up to say differentiates you from your competitors. So that's what they just want to know. Then now they will now ask you your milestone. Milestone is something that you have achieved. They will ask you your current milestone, and then they will ask you your future milestone. Current milestone is what you have actually achieved now. So if you are coming up with an idea, you don't have a business registered, your current milestone is that you've brainstormed to get that idea, and then you have actually went ahead to partner with so many people in the industry, and then you got a lot of encouragement for them. So now that is your current milestone. Your milestone right now is that you have actually brainstormed about the business, you've known the nitty-gritty of the business, you've known the ups and downs of the business, and then you have started partnering with some people that know that will help in making that business a successful one later in life. So that should be a current milestone because it's still in an idea stage. But if you already have a business running, your current milestone is going to be that, oh yes, I have the business running already and we have started making sales, even though the sales are making not yet what our target is going to be. But we have started something, and from profits that we've had, we started with just one sewing machine, but from the profit that we have from that one sewing machine, we've gotten an additional machine, and then we've gotten what's the name of this thing? Weaving machine. Gotten weaving machine too, and probably we've gotten solar, so we don't have to depend on NEPA. Gotten solar to run our business, so we don't have to depend on national grid. So there is no national grid, then we switch to solar. So those concurrent milestones that you can actually already see with me. Then they will now ask you to say your future milestone. Future milestone, they are actually expecting you to tell them what you expect to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years, or in the next 1 to 5 years. So in the next 1 to 5 years, what you actually want to achieve is to be selected into the Tony Elumelu Foundation program. If you are mad at, in fact, if you will say, hey, in the next 5 years, I want to be selected, I'll be among those that will be selected into the Tony Elumelu Foundation so that I can actually meet with other African entrepreneurs and actually learn from the resources of the Tony Elumelu Foundation, because the Elumelu Foundation will give you resources that you read, and they will prepare you to be a very good business group. So you just you want to have access to these resources so as to prepare yourself ahead of the challenge ahead. After that, if you get the seed capital, you use that to upgrade your business, use that to recruit more staff so that your staff strength is going to be more. So there will be no hiccups when you are running operation. So these are the things that you can actually include in future milestones. So after that, we'll now come to the financials. This financial is the one that has the highest mark. Financial is the one that has the highest mark. Highest mark. As small as it is like that, it has the highest mark. That's why they will actually ask you to provide your answers in US dollars. Every ad that you are providing under financials is US dollar. It carries the highest mark. That's just it. So you have to be very careful when you are doing financials. You don't have to lie. So people will lie that they have invested 20 million in the business of they are under one. How is it possible? If you have 20 million, you are running your business in that one. You will have not applied for one visa, Canada, leave Nigeria, or apply for Australia. You are telling me that you are invested 20 million in your business of one. I'll just look at that. So you have to be realistic when you are running this financial. They will ask you what you have invested, what is the total amount of cash, specific cash. What is the total amount of cash that you have invested in your business? So if it is a business idea, you know that you are putting zero. Because you have not actually invested anything. Because you have not bought any equipment, not rented any space, not built any space. But if you have been running the business, you need to be specific, you need to be realistic. It doesn't have to be a perfect figure. It's not start counting the amount you have spent since 2019. No, just sit on plus or minus. I say, oh, you can even look around you and say, oh, how much did I rent this? 200,000 per year. Okay, how much is this sewing machine? This sewing machine is 500,000. How much is this making machine? You can just actually get order. And then let's assume that you are getting, maybe you spent like 2.5 million or 3 million, or let's say 4 million, you spent 4 million so far as cash. You now convert that 4 million to dollars. That's what you are going to put in the answer. And they will now ask you the monthly expense. You can see that they are not after your revenue. They are not after how much you are getting. They want to know how much that business is gulping, your monthly expenses for that business, your monthly expenses, cash, monthly cash expenses. You know, monthly you pay NEPA bill. If you pay NEPA bill, you pay maybe let's say tax. Then all those expenses you put them together, convert it to dollar and put it there. They just want to know if your kind of business is the kind of business that you will spend maybe 200,000 and then you are making a sale of 150,000. So they just want to know what capacity is your business bulking. Be realistic. But if you see that it's going to then you can just push it up a bit. You understand? So because the goal is to get the seed capital. In being realistic doesn't mean that you are not going to push you are not going to give yourself this thing. Or what do they call this thing? You have to give yourself a common. They say so this is it. No, you just be realistic and at the same time be wise. The goal is to get the seed capital. That's just the goal. Now they will not ask you your break-even revenue. Your break-even revenue, the break-even revenue of the business. This one, you will leave this one. You will leave it. Don't feel any. You will come back to feel something. I will tell you how you are going to feel it. Your break-even revenue will ask you because they want to know the amount of money that you will make to break even. You know, break-even revenue is different from break-even. You know, break-even amount of products or the amount of service that you will render that you are not going to be making. That are not going to be making profits. Is a stage where your business is not making profits and it's not making a loss. That's a break even. So now you now come, they will now ask you and say your lifetime revenue. How much has your startup generated since inception? How much has your startup generated since inception? It's different from your profit. The amount of money your business have generated is different from the profits that you have made. So now let's say you invested, you have invested, what's it called? You have invested like $3,000, and then you might have invested $3,000. You will not have made $2,000. It's very possible because it's not immediately that you invest that you get everything. Some big businesses takes up to 5 years for them to break even. And some businesses will just make 1 year or 6 months even. So businesses are different. So you just see what is applicable to your own. The amount of revenue that has generated since inception, you just see. Then they will not ask you your break-even volume. So it is the answer that you get there now that you are not going to go and input the revenue in the break-even revenue. So for the break-even volume now, there's one formula. He said fixed cost divided by sales price per unit minus variable cost. That's the formula. If I'm right, that is fixed cost divided by sales price per unit minus variable cost per unit. So now, let me give us an example, a very typical example. I put it down somewhere.
You're right. You're right.
Now, you are showing, let's say, you sew a cloth now, or you are sewing cloth. You sew a cloth for maybe if it is a ready-made wear that you are into ready-made wear, and then you sew a cloth, and then you sew one, and then you are selling that one for, let's say, $2 per shirt. You are sewing it one, and you are selling for $2 per shirt. And then the variable cost per that this thing is 40 cents. 40 cents. No, 40 cents is not up to $1. You are selling your share for $2, and then the variable cost is just 40 cents. So what we're going to do is we are going to minus $2 from 40 cents. That will be giving us $1.60. Abi, $1.60. So now let's add that the cost of your machine and every other fixed cost, your space is what's it called? Let's assume it's $2,000. Let's assume everything is $2,000. And then your sales price per unit and your variable unit is $1.60. That's after minusing the sales price per unit and the variable per unit. So that we are now going to have $2,000 divided by $1.60. Going to give us 1,250. So that means that for you to say you have broken even, or for you to say you are in a break-even period, you must have sold 1,250 shares that you sold. That's when you can now say you have gotten to a point of no profit and no loss. So if it is 1,250 shares, that means you are not going to explain to them that for me to break even in this business, I will have sold 1,250 shares. So that's when you now go back to that break-even revenue. You now times that 1,250 times the amount you are selling that share, which is $2. So 1,250 times 2, that's going to be 2,500. So your break-even revenue that you left there is going to be $2,500. Just hope I'm clear with your nation, or maybe I should just briefly do it again briefly.
The point is the video will be made available for them to rewatch it again.
I can't hear you.
The video will be made available for them to rewatch it again.
Okay, yeah, no problem. All right, so we can move ahead then. So now, after this financial is the one that has the highest mark. I'm telling you, based on this thing, not based on the complete information. So it's the one that, so you have to take your time on it. So after that, you done with the financials, then you now go ahead and then you tell them about the impact that your business is going to make. That one is like 200 words maximum. So you have to take your time and calm down to say the impact that business is going to make. What impact will it make? That is going to generate employment for people. That is going to contribute to the increment of your community or your state or your country's GDP. Is it that it's going to improve the social development of the community? Just tell us your business impact. What impact is going to have? If it is going to encompass the three that I've mentioned, say how it's going to say how it is going to impact the surgery. So now, if everything goes well as planned, my fashion hub is going to graduate into a fashion school. So if it's graduating into a fashion school, that means I'll be having to employ more people as staff in the fashion school. That means I'll be having to employ more people as staff to increase the staff strength. And by doing so, your business is actually contributing to the GDP of the country. Then if it is then another impact of business is going to have is that you are going to organize social activities, or you are going to be involved in CR projects for some organizations. So these are the impacts we want to see. We want the impact our business is going to have. 200 words maximum. So you have the field. Now they are going to ask you challenges. Challenges have we faced so far? There's no how you will not have faced any challenge. Which business person in Nigeria will tell that they have not faced challenge before? I would just say to say that you are a concrete liar. Your own past them said. So you might have faced some challenges. There's no point in hiding your challenge. Let them know. Let them know what challenge you have faced. Then they will now ask you your aim and objective. What is the aim and objective? What do you aim to achieve? What do you aim to achieve by participating in the Tony Elumelu Foundation? Now you have told them everything about your business. They now want to know what you aim to achieve by participating in the Tony Elumelu Foundation. Tell them what you want to achieve. First of all, if we are, even though if you are starting with achieving the seed capital project, there's nothing bad in it. Everybody wants money. Even the people are reviewing the application, they are doing it because of money. They are not doing it for free. Nobody is reviewing application for free. They will pay them for. So even if it is to talk, one of the things that I'm going to I want to one of the aims and objectives for participating in the Foundation entrepreneurship program is that I want to get the seed capital. Don't be shy to say it. Tell them other objectives. You are going to meet like minds online because you'll be paired online classes, online tours, so you meet different people. Your industry will have a WhatsApp group. So and your WhatsApp group is not going to be comprised of Nigerians alone, Africans. So you get to, if you do not move to the next stage, how are you going to be paired to other entrepreneurs? So these are one of the objectives. So just name them. That one too is like 200 words per. Now the other thing that I'm going to ask is business skills. After them the aim and objectives, we are going to ask for business skills. That's what skills do you need to learn about to help you launch your business? What are the skills that you need to learn with Tony Elumelu Foundation program to help you run your business successfully? Then they would ask you some other questions. If you have a mentor in mind, you can put my name. You can put my name. I will drop my details with Mr. Vincent. So I will drop my address, email, and phone number. So if you need my name as mentor, then you are free, you are welcome. So then after that, we submit your application for review. If you submit your application, there is a test that you have to do at the end of submitting your application. If you did not do that test, the application is not successfully submitted. They call it a business acumen test. Business acumen test is a test that comprises of 10 questions, 40 minutes. So you have a whole lot of time to answer 10 questions. So they will score you on that too. They will ask you questions to business. They also want to know your knowledge about business. Maybe you know anything about business. They will ask you questions ranging from market, ranging from business applications, target markets, financials, everything about business. Just 10 questions. And your own question is different from others. It's a randomly generated question. So you can't, if you are applying beside somebody, and both of you get to the business acumen test stage, both questions went. So it's not as if you now say, yeah, send me your own answer. If you use another person's answer for your own at zero, just like when we were doing JAM that time, they say type A, type B, type C. Now start, your own is type A, another person is type C. You are now looking at the person's answer, showing your answer. So that's how it's going to be. So after answering that business acumen test, you can now submit your application final, and that's all. So that's that about the application process. And the application process is the easiest process. The ones that follows, they are cumbersome, but they are scalable. Thank you very much for having me tonight. That will be all. If there's any question.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for making yourself available. I can tell you for a fact that
Your voice is keeping you.
no, I think it should be from
Your
your
voice is
end.
keeping.
Can you
The
hear
voice
me
is
now? Please, can everybody hear me very well?
I can't hear very well.
Please let me know if others can hear me very well.
It's like
They said they can hear me. They said they can hear me clearly. I think it is from your end,
and my
though.
own is like my network.
Maybe it's the
And my own
network.
is like it's like what's it called? This DJ sound. I'm coming. Okay.
I think someone said your network is bad. It's from your end. Maybe you should opt out of the class and come back again.
I'm coming. I just hope people can hear me when I was speaking. My
Yes,
voice was clear when I was speaking.
yes, we can.
Let me leave and come back again.
Okay. So let me be sincere with everybody on this
It's not
call.
clear now. It's clear
Okay,
now.
thank you. Now let me be sincere with everybody on this call. I have started my own process. Tony Elumelu Foundation grants process. I've started as I'm speaking to you. I have signed up. The email to verify my account has been sent to me. I know the Slack. I don't waste time. This is the last time that Tony Elumelu will be doing it. This is the 10th year. I don't think we should play with it. Please do everything you can to apply for this. Mr. Akim has been, let me use the word, magnanimous enough to spend more than 1 hour with us to explain this thing with us, and we really appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for taking your time to explain all these things to us. We really appreciate you, sir. However, there are some people that still have questions. Please, I would want us to make our questions very snappy. It is Mr. Akeem, Hakeem. Mr. Akeem. So there are some people that wants to ask questions. Let me go to YouTube. There are some questions on YouTube also. There are some
Let's ask them.
questions on YouTube. Okay, some people were asking that, okay, please, can I use normal NIN or I must do the ID card? Please, you are to use the card, not normal NIN. Your normal NIN doesn't have your date of birth on it. So please use the card. Then someone said, how can I go about the card? If you go to business centers, some business centers, they're actually doing that. There's a way they can help you get it done and get it printed. If not because of location, is a thing I can help you facilitate from Akure. I have my own card. I've done my own card. I think I've done it for the past 2 or 3 years or so. So I have my own
Business
card.
cafes. All the business cafes do now.
Yes.
Business
But
cafes.
you know how these Lagos people now, the moment they go to a cafe now, the cafe will put cutlass. Now, the way they always do their own thing. Lagos and Wala. What do you say? What do you say, Mr. Akim? Because when I did my own, I think I spent just about, I got the application done online. I think I paid 1,100 for the application. Then for the card, I paid about 700 naira to print it. So please, you can go to cafe to go and get it done. So please use the card, not the normal slip. Then I think that's all the question we have on YouTube. However, my card is expired and still bearing my father's name. Oga, go and correct it. Go and update your details. Go and update your details. Thank you. Okay. There are some people raising up their hand. Wilson, Omowumi, she's raising up her hand. I guess she's having a question to ask us. Wilson, please, are you here? Wilson Omowumi, are you here, please?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, Mr. Akim. Thank you so much for the session, sir.
Thank you.
Please go ahead, ma.
The question that I wanted to has been answered is about the plastic and the slip. But I've already gotten the clarification.
Okay,
I saw
ma.
someone saying voters card. Someone is asking about voters card. If voters card is carrying your date of birth, then you can use it. Is any government issued ID card? So if your voters card is carrying your date of birth, then you can use it. I've been going to secretariat for my car. Don't go to secretariat to take your NIN number to cafe. You print the plastic for you. Secretariat, they will not answer you. You go to.
Be like
I'm
say.
coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
It be like say, una no sabi. Wait, I think I have my card here with me.
Yeah. No cafe. No secretariat.
Some of you, it be like say una get time. They go secretariat too. The Lord is your strength. You go use 50 years for secretariat, they don't go answer you. My card is not here with me. It's not close by. But I have my card. I have everything. I've done everything. So please, okay, someone is saying that what app? Yes, there is an app for it. Let me check for it for you.
This is it. This is the card. So they will just print this for you with your NIN. This one is carrying your date.
Mr. Akim, bring it down. It is on YouTube also, so YouTube can flag this video down.
Huh?
Bring your card down.
Okay.
You are displaying your details, so YouTube can bring it down. Yeah. Let me check for the name of the app. NIN mobile app. NIN mobile app. I'm going to do a screenshot of it and drop it in the group.
But there's a payment.
Yes, I know. There's a payment. Yes.
Yes. Talita is asking if you can use driver's license. Yes. If driver's license is in date of birth, the government issue that you can use.
But for those of us who know sabi how to drive, I beg use your NIN. Feed your sleep. Mr. Akim, the question I have is, can people in Ghana also apply for Tony Elumelu grants? Hello, Mr. Akim.
Yes, sir.
Business owner in Ghana, can they also apply for Tony Elumelu grants?
In all African countries.
Okay. Someone said, can international passport be used? Yes, you can use your international passport. Okay, so I guess there are no other questions here. Let me check YouTube if there are questions. Someone is saying that which card? Please, you can use your NIN. You take your slip to the cafe. You tell them that you want the card, so they can help you generate the card. If your voter's card is having your name on it and your date of birth and it is correct, please, you can use your voter's card. So I think I've answered the question on YouTube. Okay, Mercy Abalaka is raising up her hand. Please, Madam Mercy, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, Otumba, for this nice section. Thank you, Mr. Akim, for this wonderful section. My question is, the finance. You know, some of us, is now that we are discovering that we need to use our business name to register accounts. Now, what do we do in the process of when they ask us for bank statement and the rest, and it's not in our company's name? For those of us that have existing business.
Hello, ma. Have you filled the form? Have they asked
No,
you for bank statements?
he talks about finance.
Mr. Akim, please go ahead.
Can't hear her clearly.
I'm asking a question about the financial aspect. If we are filling the form, is there any place that they are going to ask us for? Because some of us have not started using our company name to receive the money. It's just recently we started. Is that going to be
Mr.
an issue?
Akim is currently offline again. I think the network actually cuts him off. Let's wait for him to come back here. He should join us any moment from now. But if you notice when he was speaking, he said something like when he applied for the grant, he applied as an idea. So for the fact that he applied as an idea, that means he doesn't have a business account yet. Okay, Mr. Akim is back. You're welcome back,
Yes,
sir.
thank the network was keeping, so I had to leave and come back.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the question she asked is, she said, some of us, we have a business account, but we have not been using it. So when they are asking for bank statement, how do they go about it? In a situation whereby there is no cash flow in the account.
The Elumelu Foundation never asked for a bank statement. There is no point in the application process that we ask for bank statements. And there is no point in the whole process of to seek capital that we ask for bank statements. You will just need ask for your bank account details. Bank account details. So for you to get the seed capital, you need to own the business account with UBA.
Okay, it must be with UBA.
Yes. They will clearly tell you that you need to have any business, any corporate account anywhere. But later on, they will say for easy payment of you have to get one for UBA. But that one is later. And in the application process now, this will run from now till November. So this application process, and you are successful, there is a 12 weeks intensive training online. After that 12 weeks intensive online training, go to the next stage of pitching. After pitching, go to the next stage of submitting business plan and financials. After that, the seed capital disbursement.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So, Madam Mercy, please, has your question been answered?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which
Thank you.
Minat Fashion is asking, which expiry date, please?
4th of March. Yes, right. I think she meant the date that the application
Deadline.
closed. Yes, deadline. 4th of March. 4th of March.
Okay, so
and then the next stage, they will announce that qualify for the next stage on 22nd of April.
Okay, sir. So any other question, please? I want to assume there are no other questions again. Let me check those on the YouTube to see if they don't have any question. Okay, those on the YouTube do not have any questions. So, Mr. Akim, we really appreciate you, sir, for making yourself available today. Thank you so much for taking your time to come and explain to us, and at the same time, for making yourself available that you help us to review the questionnaire. Thank you so much, sir. So, the opportunity, the offer to, okay, I already said in the group that if it is phone number or business account that is showing as your name, I already told you that I won't call you. and I am standing by it. So the person that is saying that I have a question, I am sorry, I am not going to call you. Thank you. So back to what we're saying for the review of the questionnaire. This is strictly going to be for student of Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube and you are not a student of Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy, I am sorry, I might not be able to guarantee a slot for you. The slots, we are over 290 at the Fashion Entrepreneurs Business Academy. And I know by the time we bombard Mr. Akim will say, oh my God. So I am sorry, we won't be able to give you the opportunity to be a part of those that will benefit from the slots that he has given to us. Thank you so much, Mr. Akim. I really appreciate you. And I want one or two people to just raise up their hand and say one or two things to appreciate Mr. Akim for being available tonight. And please, before we go, number one person that I will call is Talita Fashion. Mr. Akim, I know you know your person. Talita. You are smiling. These are people that I also met at the Faith Foundation training. I met Mr. Hakim at the Faith Foundation training, and the scholarship that I said we won. So it is also part of grant. It is a grant sort of, because the scholarship is worth about 250,000 naira, and we're giving breakfast, not the ordinary bread and tea, correct breakfast. We're giving lunch also. It's not be beans. So Talita Fashion, please, I would also want you to say one or two things. Then I need three other people to raise up their hand and also speak. Thank you. Talita, please, you can go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Kim. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today, course. I'm really grateful. And thank you. I just want to say thank you. It's been a long time. Like, I've known you for a long time, since Faith Foundation days.
I remember you invited me to your school one time like that.
Yes, I remember. Well done. Thank you so much. And we are looking forward to bombarding you, please. I know you are a very selfless person. I've known you to be selfless, and we are going to bombard you. First of all, we say thank you for coming. And secondly, we are going to be bombarding you, and I know you'll be selfless to help each and every one of us. Actually, I've applied for Faith Foundation twice. That was 10 years back, but I stopped applying at a point. But everything you explained tonight that really gingered me to go back to my drawing board again and apply again. And I'm hoping this time around I'm going to ace it. Thank you so much. We are grateful.
Okay, thank you so much, Talita. Thank you so much for that. Then I want to call one of my mommies here. One of my mommies, but I'm doing Shonubi. Aha, please, you have the floor. You can unmute yourself, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, October. Thank you so much. Hi, Mr. Akin. Thank you so much for that great insight. Thank you. It's an high hope here, and God bless you. I'm sure you make yourself available for a lot of questions that that will come your way. Another thing I'd like is I think one person mentioned that she tried applying for, I'm not sure if it was training Elumelu, and I would say do not eliminate yourself.
Yeah.
I have also been there. That sort of, they already have people they are going to, pick man, no man stuff. Forget it. There might be some people doing man, no man, but, a company or a course like Tony Elumelu Foundation is strictly by merit. Strictly by merit. Just make sure you follow all the instructions, and self-elimination can it's frustrating, but trust me, once you do your best, you complete the form, just like Mr. Akim had, explained tonight. Luck might shine on you or blessings, and you'll be selected. So basically, that's it. And I want to tell everyone the very best. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Otunba, for bringing him on board. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Mama. Mami Eshe. Okay, okay, Grace Opako, please, you can go ahead.
Okay. Good evening once again, Otomba. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ma.
I want to say thank you so much, Otomba, for this opportunity to even be in the academy and of the thought of putting this kind of program together. Then also thank you for bringing Mr. Hakim. And honestly, the fact that he mentioned that recycling part in the section brought life to let's say brought life to my dream, because I know I applied one time, but I was like, there's no need. I beg, it doesn't even make sense, that kind of thing. But the section this night brought life, as in brought back hope that this thing is actually possible and it's worth it. So for the enlightenment, the questions you answered, and the explanations you gave to all the stages, I know that it's really a guide for us to make it this time around. So I just want to say thank you and God bless you and God bless Otomba too. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. So the last, okay, I think we have, okay, go ahead.
Sorry, please try to work more on that recycling. Recycling is actually something that the foundation values a lot. Recycling is actually something that the value does. Recycling helps in reducing waste. Do you understand? So it's something that the value just walk around the application and see. Walk around it by God's grace.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, Rocks in Style, Yalaje of Ikorodu land. Yeah, please.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Kim Kuranga. Actually, I studied in Kwara State, so that name rings a bell, kind of.
Where
So
did
I
you school
kind
in
of
Kwara State?
Kwara State University.
Kwasu.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes,
At
sir.
Molete?
Yes.
Which year was that?
2000. I left school 2000 and 2015. Yes.
Who was your VC?
Nala. Yes.
Nala that went to Abuja. Now wow, see life.
So
Okay, please
thank
go
you so
ahead.
much, sir. Thank you so much. In fact, at a time I thought CEF was something that was so big you cannot apply that kind of thing. But this night, the way you broke everything down, in fact, I wrote it in my notepad. I was just listening. I wanted to eat. I said, no, I must finish this class. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. God bless everything that concerns you. In fact, it's giving me assurance that even when I apply, I'm going to apply confidently, unlike somebody that doesn't have information to something. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
That's nice. That's nice. I love what I'm hearing now. So, okay, Wilson Omowumi, then Alero. Wilson, please, you can go ahead. Then Alero, I think they both raised up their hands.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, Mr. Kim. Thank you so much, Otunba. Thank you so much, Mr. Kim, for the session tonight. It was really, really, really insightful. Like, I was just writing everything that Mr. Kim was saying. Like, I was just picking all the questions will be asked one after the other. Like, he really came prepared for us, and I really appreciate you for that, sir. Thank you so much, and God bless you real good, sir. Thank you, Otunba, for this opportunity.
Amen, ma. Thank you, ma. Okay, Madam Alero, please, you have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Akin. Good evening, Otomba, for doing this for us. In fact, you've been you've been really, really inspiring me in this business, as in the fashion business part of this fashion stuff. Thank you so much. Okay. And I want to also thank Mr. Hakim for this. To be honest, I've applied 3 times. but not with my
Wow.
fashion business. Then I was into events and catering. I've applied 3 times. I was never called and anything. I just said, I beg, this thing is all this thing, man, no man thing, I beg. I'm no longer interested, But the way he broke it down this night, I saw the mistake I've been making in my in the filling of the form and all that, the application. So I want to say thank you very much. Now I have confidence to apply again because I've told myself this Tony Elumelu stuff is wayo kind of thing. So thank you so much
Okay,
for bringing back my confidence to reapply.
Thank you so much. Then we have one man that will be speaking tonight. So Fortune, please, you can unmute yourself and speak. Fortune,
Good
you can
evening,
unmute
everyone.
yourself
Sorry,
and speak.
this man, since last month, since
Yes.
everywhere.
Do you know what, Mr. Akim? Do you know what, Mr. Akim? In the whole academy, I think 99% of them are female. Now, the male that are in the academy, what if I tell you that you will hardly see them in class? You hardly see them. You see, I was doing a Mr. Fortune, please, you will speak. I was doing a research this afternoon in the fashion. When we are talking of people that are chef, do you know 70% of the total population of people that are chef, 70% of them are male. But then, who are the ones that we are always seeing? We're always seeing female. Look at the fashion space also. We have a lot of male designers as well. But who are the people that we are seeing? The female, except for the likes of Maya Tafor, the likes of Sheyi Vodi, the likes of Yomi Kajwa, the likes of, just a few male tailors, the like of House of Rocher as well. Just a few, male tailors that we see. But you always see female, 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 female. And at the same time, I realized something that only female are tilting to be trying to build something for their business. And my guys, my fellow gender, all they are just after is running after money, how they can make money. Yes, I understand the fact that probably there is pressure on men to put food on the table. But then you say you want to put food on the table, then you should build something. If really you want that food that you want to put on the table, you want it to last long. Not that every now and then you'll be running after to be looking for money. We have another person here. Kingsley is also here. Kingsley also has been very consistent with attending class. But then we have someone on YouTube also. I think we have the likes of Joseph Babalola. Some of them, not all the time though, but these two people, they've been very consistent. Only few male are consistent in the class. And me, I don't talk my own. I don't talk, say, I don't go talk them again. If they like, they should do it. If they like, they should not do it. But I am encouraged by the female folks in this class. Thank you so much. Mr. Fortune, thank you for coming around. Kingsley Eyo, thank you for coming around. And Babatunde, Babalola Joseph, thank you also for coming around. Mr. Fortune, please, you can go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Tuba.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Akim, good evening. Firstly, I'm very grateful to be here because actually I should be in class because we're having class online as well. But I choose this Zoom meeting very important more than the class because I know what I want and I'm very sure of what I will get about coming to this place. And this will be the first time I'll be here in a background, like seriously, like seriously. Yes, I've been in fashion from 2015, right from when I started learning till now. I haven't heard about grant or something, or maybe there is someone or some group issuing grants. So, me joining in January. So when I started seeing grants, I was surprised. Even all my colleagues in my area have been telling them, "Ha, I have this thing. Oh, you guys, I would like you guys to join all this stuff because I've gained a lot. I've gained confidence." Now, when I created Instagram page, I started posting a little, although I have 6 followers right now. But I have the confidence, and I think I'm getting to where I want. Because over the years now, I have visions of what I want to do, how I want to be viewed in the fashion industry, but I don't have that backup or that normal mentor that I will look up to. But one day I was just scrolling on TikTok, and I found Otumba's live. I said, let me join. I think it was discussing about customer relation, how to sort issues when you're having issues with customer or something like that. So I contributed on it, and he said he has a group for fashion designers. So it will be like, I think, Faber. So maybe I don't have money that time in December, so I budget myself that when fashion pays me in December, I will remove money from that to do it. So when I joined there, I gained my confidence. The way I price, the way I give out price, I started giving out price the way I'm satisfied with. So if he could remember very well, I text him for registration, and I told him I will pay it when fashion pays me. So I think I just generate the money in 1 week, and I paid for it. And the same thing, I also messaged him 3 days ago for another special privacy stuff. So I also told him by this week, let's see what fashion pays me. Once
That
fashion
one, please hold on before we go ahead. That one is not negotiable. The amount you want to pay me, I know they collect them.
All right, sir. God will help us. So I'm very grateful to be here. And about the grants, now I understand very well. In fact, immediately Otumba said he has already did his own registration. I think I just minimized the meeting, and I started going through it. So I also read I also read everything, and I think I understand. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Mr. Akim, and thank you very much for your explanation and your time, because I really appreciate it. And the knowledge God has given to you will continue to grow, and we'll always
Amen.
see more of you in future.
Amen.
Thank you very
Amen.
much.
Amen.
Thank you, Otuba.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fortune. Thank you so much, Mr. Akim. So now this is what I want to do. Mr. Akim did not ask me to do this, but I am going to do this. Please, I'm going to drop a post on Facebook. I want you all to go there and talk about this session on Facebook. Mr. Akim has spent over 2 hours with us here tonight. Please let us go live to go and appreciate him. Let's say, amazing things about this session, so that at least more people can also see it, and at the same time, appreciate it. This is our best way of appreciating him. But then we have our fashion entrepreneurs business way of also appreciating people that comes to our live session. So don't worry, Otumba will represent you very well. So Mr. Akim, your final word before you go tonight, sir.
There's nothing much. There's no final word, just an encouragement. Just an encouragement. Just in anything we are doing, it's just commitment and dedication. I'm still applying for grants, and I'm still applying for fellowships as I am. But anytime I'm applying for all these things, if I include it that I'm including Elumelu alumni, in fact, I usually see positive ones. You understand? I applied for the Titan 2 years ago. The Titan, the next Titan. So when I went for the interview, when I was introducing myself, I said in 2016 to the Foundation Entrepreneur. The woman now raised up her head. I said, yeah, wow, please sit down. So I sat down. I discussed. In fact, I spent about 45 minutes with them. We're just talking business. You understand? But unfortunately, I didn't make it count. But maybe the second stage of the interview. It was that second stage of the interview to camp. I didn't make it to camp. But I'm just trying to tell us that this I've been following Rishe business Week for a very long time. Anytime I see his post on Facebook, on WhatsApp, I will just calm down and read everything about it. I think this guy don't come. You don't understand the way it is going. It's going to be massive. I'm serious. I'm not trying to stock anything here, but the need is massive. So I'll just encourage each and every one of you to just please hold on to him and believe in the dream. Believe in the dream. Hold on to him. So I will say I want to apply too, but I'm not a fashion person, so I will say I want to apply.
We no agree. Do you know, as I'm speaking to you, I have about 5 people that are sending messages to me that they want to join the academy. Immediately, I told them, I said, no, admission is closed for the year. Yeah, admission is closed for the year. Admission is closed for the year. And I mean it because, you know, some of them. Go ahead, sir.
Please, you guys just continue, just be committed in anything you are doing. There's nothing that is too small. When in Faith Foundation there, you know, when it was time for us to start talking, you understand, everybody was like, so this person, we got to know each other and say, wow, there's no limit to what you can achieve. There's no limit. So God will help us all. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Akim. Thank you so much for making yourself available once more. We do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, to everyone, I appreciate every one of you for making it to class tonight. I already dropped the link to Tony Elumelu Foundation Grants website in the class group. So please, I want you to take action immediately. Take action immediately. And remember, before you submit, please, Mr. Akim has offered to help us review our applications. So before you submit, we are going to give ourselves a timeline for us to fill to review stage. So when it is time for review, I'll reach out to Mr. Akim so that we know the modality at which we are going to get it reviewed. So there's going to be a timeline for us to fill the form and review it. You remember that it is 2 forms that we are filling. I did a review that was on Wednesday or Thursday for us. Now we are having on Friday rather. Then today now, we are having another review again today. So please, let's just get ourselves prepared. Like I said, we are going to apply for all sort of grants. Whether we like it or not, we get grants. It can be capacity development, scholarship, and the likes, and even money. We will get money as well. So please, let's get ourselves prepared. So someone is asking, please, sir, is it that we will screen record for the review, sir? I'm going to discuss with him. So we'll discuss how the review is going to be like. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And do have a wonderful night. And have a blessed week ahead. Expect Otumba to drop some messages on the group as usual. So have a wonderful night. Mr. Akim, thank you so much, sir. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night.
And to those on YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you so much for how can we join the academy? Unfortunately, admission is closed for the academy. Thank you. So